Well, for more on this, we're joined now by Daniel Ives, who is Managing Director and Senior Equity Research Analyst covering the technology sector at Wedbush Securities. He joins us from New York via Skype. Thanks so much for being with us here on Al Jazeera. First of all, I mean, we might now have a better understanding of exactly what happened, but a lot of people are asking how an outage of this size, of this scale, could occur.
Yeah, this is a black eye moment, not just for CrowdStrike, I think the IT industry. And I think they'll be studying this for weeks and months, not just in the industry, but I think in the Beltway, legally, in terms of the ramifications there. And this is a code red situation, that something like this can never happen again.
I mean, is this an issue of complacency then? I mean, within the software industry itself, have they been just too blasé about this?
I think there's a little maybe view asleep at the wheel in terms of how updates like this could actually have an impact. It's not Microsoft, even though you saw the blue screens. The fact that there's one faulty code update that could cause massive disruption around the globe, it's a head scratcher. And I think that's a big worrying sign for the overall IT industry going forward.
Well, they were obviously scrambling to make sure that this doesn't happen again. How do they actually go about making sure that it doesn't?
I mean, look, they're clearly going to have to do remediation, look at all the best practices, but this will be an Everest-like uphill climb. I think their brand is one of the best in the industries, but there's clearly brand damage. They got to walk through with customers and industry, because this is something where CrowdStrike now becomes a household name, but not in a good way like NVIDIA. It's a bad way.
Yeah, as we heard that they were a market leader. Don't know for how much longer they will continue to be. We know that their stock is down, but how have tech markets reacted to the outage so far?
Look, I think concern, but maybe contained in terms of the damage, how tech markets have viewed it. This is more CrowdStrike specific, but it's a worrying sign, especially when you look at AI revolution and broader tech, that something like this could happen. So I think it's something, the market took it well. For CrowdStrike, there could be still some dark days ahead.
Right. And as we saw, the era crippled businesses across the globe in many, many sectors, and is clearly still causing some problems. How much has it cost so far? Can we put a number on it?
Look, it's hard to put a number on it today, but it's not insignificant. I mean, if you look at just the lost business, not just from airlines, hotels, restaurants around the world, if you're a lawyer for CrowdStrike, I don't think you're going to be seeing a beach the rest of the summer.
Yeah. I mean, are we talking millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions, billions of dollars, do you think?
I mean, I think this is something that could approach a significant number. I mean, saying that something would be in the tens or hundreds of millions, probably would not be out of the realm.
Right. Do you think that there's going to be a backlash against, the tech industry as a whole, that they've lost a large amount of trust with many people in societies right around the world?
Look, there's frustration, but the reality is we all know, I mean, tech more and more is going to become a part of the world, right? And from enterprise to consumers on an everyday perspective. I think, how do you make sure this doesn't happen again? That's one thing. But the reality is that it's becoming more interconnected, not less. But talk to a traveler stuck in an airport yesterday for 5 hours. They want to have that view, right? So that's going to be the frustration going forward.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Daniel. We really do appreciate your insight into all of this. It's Daniel Ives for us out of New York. Thanks so much.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.